Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the KotLC Fanbase channel. My name is Joey, and today we're going to be going over every single SOPHITZ moment there is. We're looking at the best SOPHITZ moments, and once we find out just how many SOPHITZ moments there are, we're going to compare them to my last video. So we're going to compare how many sokeefe moments there are to how many SOPHITZ moments there are and see who is the actual champion of the moments. The moments don't matter as much, but it is still going to be really cool to see if there are more SOPHITZ ones or sokeefe ones. So leave a like on this video if you're excited to see how many SOPHITZ moments there is. I'm assuming you guys are SOPHITZ shippers, which is why you're watching this video. I would try not to be biased, even though I am biased. I ship sokeefe, but I'm still new to this video, and I will try not to say bad things about it. And the first thing that I want to say before we actually get into the video is that I used to respect SOPHITZ, up until I would say the third book. SOPHITZ was a good ship. I just shipped sokeefe more. I just thought that I was a better ship. Up until Everblaze, my ships looked like number one was sokeefe, and then SOPHITZ, and then Sodex at the bottom, because they were actually cute. They had good moments, and Fitz wasn't toxic in the first three books. But then after that, things just went downhill from there, and Sophie didn't seem to realize it. And then from book 3 to Nightfall, it was sokeefe, Sodex, and then SOPHITZ. But then after Nightfall, you can't really count Sodex anymore. Here's the differences between Fitz and Keefe. When Keefe does something irresponsible that would make Sophie mad, for example, joined in Everseen, or in Nightfall, when he fought King Dimitar and Sophie was really mad at him, he's doing those things, he's making Sophie mad and being irresponsible to the whole group and stuff like that. He's doing that for a bigger cause. He joined the Neverseen so he could be a double agent and find out all their secrets and stuff like that. He fought King Dimitar to get the Starstone, and Sophie was mad at him because she's worried for him, because he almost died in both of those situations. But whenever Sophie is angry at Fitz, it's always because Fitz did something wrong. It's always because he lashed out at her for something stupid and stuff like that. Because Sophie is always mad at Keefe when he did something wrong, is because she's worried about him, because she's worried that he could have gotten hurt, or that he did get hurt. I don't know. Okay, let's just get straight into the video, guys. Okay, let's get into the screen recording, and let's get onto the Keeper of Lawsuits wiki page for Sophie and Fitz. Okay, the first ever moment is on page 19 of book 1. Fitz told her to hold his hand while they light leaped and Sophie's heart fluttered. Very simple moment. It's cool. It's great. So yes, number 10 is Fitz catches Sophie when she falls after the Limbium incident and Sophie blushes. Okay. Moving on to Exile. Number 1 is Sophie blushes when Vika shoves her into Fitz's arms and catches her. This is on page 46. This one is kind of an 8, 9, 10 because they all occur on the same page, so I'll just read that. Fitz tells Sophie that there won't be a next time, referring to him being angry at her. That's not true. Okay, sorry. Fitz tells Sophie that no matter what happens, they'll always still be friends, and he squeezes her shoulder on page 568, which is probably the last page or something like that. Very close to the end. In Everblaze, Sophie calls Fitz very cute. She repeats this multiple times throughout the book. Does that even count? Let's just go to number 2. Sophie hopes that Keefe can't tell her that her heart is doing the embarrassing, fluttery thing it always did when she met Fitz's impossibly teal eyes. This is on page 59, and it involves Keefe. So she Sophie hopes that Keefe can't tell that she likes Fitz because it's a triangle. And we've hit 20. Oh, okay. There is 31 moments in Everblaze. Well, number 31, while hiking to catch up with Keefe, Fitz stays behind Sophie so he can catch her if she falls. That's nice. That's a nice moment, I'm not gonna lie. The first one in Neverseen. Now they are starting the page numbers. When Keefe mentions having a fashion contest of their temporary human clothes and said that he would win, Sophie thinks to herself about how she would have given the prize to Fitz. This is weird because I classify a moment as the two characters, they either say something or they both feel something. This is just Sophie thinking in her head about Fitz. I don't know. I don't think that is a moment. It's just, okay. There was 30 and never seen again. Sophie reached for Fitz's hand to comfort him when he found out about Alvar's position in the never seen. That's a nice moment. Like, I'm trying not to be biased because that is a good moment. I can't lie. Number 1 in Lodestar. Sophie thinks that Fitz looks cute in his Foxfire uniform. Thinks. Sophie thinks. It's in her brain. It's not a moment. Anyway. We're at 30, another one that has 30. Number 30 in Lodestar is Fitz sits next to Sophie, leaning towards her and saying, or we could skip the talking. This is in the context of him trying to coax. This is in the context of him trying to coax her one secret out of her. He leans forward, and the consensus among fans is that they were about to kiss, but Keefe clears his throat. Let's go, Keefe. Page 666. That's the devil's number. Page 666. Come on. That's kind of weird, actually. Anyway, Keefe Velocity's Nightfall. Number 1, Amy asks if Fitz is Sophie's boyfriend and says, you get all dreamy-eyed when you talk about him. Okay. That's all I have to say about that one. That's good. There was 22 in Nightfall. You can tell which books are Keefe ones and which ones are going to be Fitz books. Nightfall was... Because, like, Nightfall was 100% a sokeefe book. And the numbers don't lie. I think there was, like, 40 something sokeefe ones, and then there's only 20 SOPHITZ ones. But I do think in flashback there will be a lot of SOPHITZ ones. Number 22 in Nightfall, Sophie and Fitz decide to visit Alvar together. Sophie says it's like she was the only thing keeping Fitz steady, and maybe she was. Yeah, that's the one thing. Like, Fitz, without anybody else, he goes wild. Like, he can't control himself, which is not very good. Number 1. Alden asks Sophie to attend Alvar's tribunal as an emotional support for Fitz. And I think at the beginning of flashback is also when Alden asked Keefe to back away from Sophie and let Fitz have her or something like that. Which is crazy that Alden even did that. Like, okay, how many moments are there going to be in flashback? I'm assuming there's going to be a lot. We are at 15. Wow, that is a long one. We are at... Oh, there's only 30. Okay. Number 31. Sophie goes to visit the matchmakers for Fitz, even though she isn't a fan of the system. Sophie reaches for Fitz's necklace, reminding herself of why she's doing this. But then she's unmatchable, and Fitz goes crazy. I'm not going to count the flashback Fitz point of view, because in the sokeefe video, I didn't count the extra scene for Nightfall, which has a ton of moments. And in Legacy, is this correct? This can't be correct. Maybe this isn't updated totally. I don't believe, no. There's not 8 moments in Legacy. There's no way there's 8. I don't know if this is 100% updated. Let's just say there's 20 in Legacy, because I think that was like the average. So I'm just gonna count 20 for Legacy, not 8. I don't think that wouldn't be fair. So that was the first SOPHITZ moment of every book and the last one of every book. And I'm going to say this. I think there is more sokeefe moments than SOPHITZ ones. Because there was like the max of sokeefe ones in one book. There was like 50 in one book. When like the max in the SOPHITZ one, there was like only 30 in one book. So let's open our calculator. And let's just see exactly how many SOPHITZ moments there is. And in book 1, there was 10 moments. Book 2, there was also 10 moments. So this leaves us with a grand total of 184 SOPHITZ moments. I'm going to be honest. I expected there to be way more. This kind of let me down. Even though I guess you could make the argument that Keefe always goes out of his way to flirt with Sophie, which is true. But I just felt like Sophie would, I don't know. This is weird. I'm not gonna lie. So, this is also spoilers for the sokeefe moments video if you haven't watched that one. There was 251 moments. That is a 67 moment difference. That's like the difference between almost 2 books. I'm surprised. I don't know what else to say. Now, this doesn't mean that sokeefe is the ultimate ship, even though it is. The moments don't really matter, because for the sokeefe ones, they're always very small. Usually they're very small. There's always big ones, but usually they're just very, very small ones. And most of the time, Sophie she just blushes. Like, her heart doesn't flutter. So I don't know why I'm supporting SOPHITZ. So leave a like on this video if you ship SOPHITZ. I don't want to see any dislikes from sokeefe shippers, okay? Even though I have a different opinion from you guys, I'm not going to put you guys down. Any SOPHITZ shipper is allowed to leave a comment, of course, and please don't argue in the comments. I don't want to start a ship war. And I think after Unlocked comes out, either one of us, I don't know if it's going to be me or Austin or Troy, we're going to do an updated sokeefe versus SOPHITZ video. We did one a couple months back if you want to check that out. It did really, really well. And I hope something has changed drastically, meaning that like SOPHITZ happens again, or sokeefe totally happens, or sokeefe does not happen, like something like that. Then it will be a very interesting video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was super fun to make. I probably won't do how many Sophie and Dex moments there is, because I don't know, I just won't do it. Feel free to check out our Keeper of the Lost Cities merch. We have so many designs like sokeefe, SOPHITZ, Iggy. I think we have a Sylvanie design in the works. And we also are making KotLC face masks. It is bit.ly/KotLC fanbase merch. Also, feel free to check out the join button. It's only on computers and Android devices. Basically, you support us by paying a small fee a month. The lowest is $2 a month. And you get all exclusive member-only behind-the-scenes videos and extra stuff like that. It's very fun. It's very awesome for you guys. And we are doing also cool stuff like member-only Zoom calls. So if you guys want to check that out, that would be great. That's going to be it for me. I'll see you guys next week with another very exciting video. I don't know if it'll be out next week because it'll take a lot of time. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. I can't contain myself because you guys watched the end of the video. You guys deserve it. I'm gonna be making a KotLC and Minecraft video. That's all I say for now. It's gonna be great. Bye, guys.